Good morning from Chessington World of Adventures. The winter event is currently on, but I'm here for one thing and one thing only: construction updates. I've seen a few interesting sightlines already from just walking in, so let's go and see what we can see of the coaster, because it has been put in since my last update. So, if for whatever reason you missed my last construction update, we just seen the coaster track be delivered over to the staging area, as well as the ride vehicles for the first flat ride. But as you can see, a lot of theming has now gone in. You can see the huge entrance structure for the coaster, which is that. I have no idea what these blue bars are. And you can also see some other theming around there, which is one of the facades on the building. There also seems to be some work going on around there, which I think is roughly where the coaster station is. I think. It might be over there though. We'll have to go have a closer look. Just heading around Croc Drop here to go down to the Safari pathway. This is one of the first times all season I've seen the Tube Blaster extended queue open, which definitely has one of the best views over the new land. So we'll definitely be heading up there soon. Now, this is exactly why I want to head up there, because as you can see, this pathway is closed, but from here we can actually see the very top of the new coaster, as well as a few other things. You can see the top of the giant entrance structure, as well as the flat ride that's gone in already. I also noticed another kind of weird thing popping up when I was walking around earlier, but let's try and hop over the fence. I don't know how easy this is going to be. So yeah, that's all you can really see from down here. However, as I said, the Tube Blaster extended queue up there is open, and there's a giant gap in the trees here which lets you see straight through into the area. So that'll be our next stop. I mean, I may as well go for a ride on Tube Blaster. It's a lovely dark ride. Right here, there's some pretty good views. The entire coaster is blocked by this large tree, but you can see a lot more into the area itself. Yeah, here we can see there's a lot of theming going on, especially with that facade there. Not quite sure what it is. Never watched the show, so if anybody who maybe has can tell me what that is. Let's see, from just over here, can't really see much. Yeah, none of the other facades seem to have gone in just yet, but there's definitely quite a bit going on. You can see a bit more of the coaster just through the trees there, which is pretty cool. So if we just hop back around this way, you can just about see that first flat ride. Just, where is it? There. Yeah, it's quite tall. You can definitely see that kind of the top of the tower from pretty far away. Another pretty good viewpoint here just after this archway. Yeah, from here you get a much better view of that flat ride, as well as that weird blue structure. I'm not quite sure what it is. I'll have a look at the plans when I get home, try and figure out what I'm looking at there. But you get a much better view of the coaster from here. You can also see some things on the station from here. Just zoom in. So you've got station stuff going in. Looks like some sort of snow theming on top of there. There's also another structure kind of rising behind it. Not sure what this is. Just trying to think where Jungle Bus is going, or whatever it will be. But that might be a queue cover. Not 100% sure. Definitely doesn't go over the coaster track. So the Tube Blaster extended queue is definitely the best viewpoint. I do hope they're going to put some sort of tree barrier along here, because yeah, you've got Croc Drop and the queue line for it is just there. And so yeah, right now you can see straight into the area. You can also see just under there, this is going to be the entrance of the coaster. You're kind of going to queue all the way around this way, and you're going to head up around that way. I can't see much work going into the ramp that will kind of lean, maybe actually. Quite difficult to see from back here, but I think this ramp here is the only way you actually kind of hop on where the final part of the queue is. But there's also then a staircase that seems to be going up into the station right next to it, so not quite sure. What I can see though is the don't dive fencing for the coaster, which is that bit of blue just there. It does seem to have gone in now. Don't think we have the train yet, but that could be an indication that testing will be starting soon. So from back here at the queue line, you can see that tower ride is going to be quite visible from around the park. There's definitely a few spots that I've been walking around and I can see it. Also, I'm pretty sure there's going to be another large structure just up here. Because from what I was doing the concept art, it's some sort of control tower or something, and yeah, that's definitely not the top of it, so that's going to be rising up around there. That'll be a fantastic kind of centerpiece of the land to look at. Great ride there on Two Masts. I got a score of 124,000, which is my best ever. Really starting to figure out where all the good targets are. And from just down here you can see a few more views of the construction site. You get a good one of the coaster going through just there, which is pretty cool. So yeah, show you about the Safari pathway. It's definitely further up, it's the best view of it, but there's still some pretty good views from around here. I just walk all the way around Crop Shop around to the other side. I have seen that the park is going to be open in January, just the zoo only though, but I'm hoping there'll be a few decent viewpoints from which you can still see the site. So I might do a construction update in February, but that'll be highly dependent on what sections of the park are open. Wow, they're going to have to cover that up. That's a huge distraction from inside here. You can also see the coaster from kind of that section of the plaza there. Not too well though. There is this interesting structure that's gone up here just in front of this blue thing. No, absolutely no idea what it is. Maybe it's some theming, because yeah, it just seems to be quite bare bones. And when you get in here you get some interesting viewpoints. Yeah, 2 rides in so far. We've got this tower one and the coaster. Jungle Bus is somewhere, that'll be going in at some point. And the last ride I think still isn't in, but it is near the top of the site, and I wonder if they're waiting to put that in for access. Once the theming part is on there, that's going to look awesome, because where is it? Okay, I have to go around the other side of the site to show you what should be going up there. Very curious to know what this is, because I know this isn't the main entrance, so I guess we'll have to wait and see kind of what ends up happening with these large blue bars. So yeah, this is what should be going on top of that tower there. Another interesting viewpoint from back here, because you can actually see a lot of the theming.
Yeah, you said you're not hungry. You literally just said that. Go for you.
And a smaller update, the Chessington Armada is almost back in operation. Just missing the water wheel, and then yeah, I think that'll be ready to go. It looks pretty cool now with the new fencing, and you did a nice job kind of redoing all of this. Doesn't look like the water level will be kind of going up soon, but yeah, overall it looks pretty cool. Just going to end off the video then with a vampire update. There's loads of scaffolding going in on the second lift hill. They're just doing regular winter maintenance now. You didn't hear it, we found it was actually sinking into the ground a little bit, so I think that's all been sorted now and just kind of getting it ready for next season. There's some rumours that it might be running in February, which would be pretty cool, but if not, we'll have to wait till March to get back on it. So yeah, that's going to be it for today's construction update. Not heading out to the staging area because based on how full the car park was this morning, that the car parks aren't open over winter. So yeah, we'll probably go back there once the main season is in full swing, and we'll be seeing lots of the Minecraft stuff arriving over there. So yeah, if you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more construction updates, and with that said, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.